With Hogwarts Legacy being released close to 2 weeks now, having great reviews across the board, having even the critics enjoying the game, which tells you a lot about how great the game is. But yeah, we still managed to somehow have folks throwing death threats at JK Rowling, and this is coming from a trans author. And this needs to have some sort of punishment, and that being a lawsuit against this person, that ought to teach people they can't just say anything that you want on the internet without facing repercussions. As we get into the article, trans author Gretchen Felker Martin said she wants to do that to JK Rowling's throat in since deleted tweet. Guys, these people are the minority. They are very minuscule, but yet they are some of the most fucked up individuals who also tend to have the loudest voices. And these people don't represent many of these communities. Even having people within these communities feel ashamed because of people like Gretchen Felker here. And it's funny that they just delete their tweets without thinking that no one will notice it. And they can't also stand with their word when it comes to them saying these types of stuff. Instead, having them delete it because of the amount of backlash that they face. A well-known transgender horror author who was among the signers of a letter decrying the New York Times biased reporting of transgender issues said that she wants to do that to J.K. Rowling's throat. Gretchen Felker Martin called out several writers she said were transphobic, including Harry Potter author Rowling on February 12th. If they all had one throat, man, she added to the since deleted tweets. And this person embodies the person of who you would imagine to say something like this. And it's just crazy that as soon as someone has differing views from people like Gretchen here, they want to burn those people by the stake just because of those views. And what happens? They go crazy on social media because they know they will face little to no repercussions because they are protected extremely. Felker came under fire last year after writing a self-confessed, depraved psychosexual horror show in which Rowling is burned alive in her home. J.K. Rowling is living rent-free in these people's heads. They just can't seem to let her go. And the thing is, if these people just did a little bit more research on Rowling and her political beliefs that don't revolve around Rowling's beliefs on biological women, they would find themselves amazed at just how close Rowling's stances and beliefs are to the people of these communities, as Rowling has been known to be a liberal and supporting progressive movements that many of these people also support. But the problem comes when people just hop on these bandwagons and start hating on Rowling because they heard other people hating on her just because of one different political viewpoint. Her debut novel, Manhunt, follows two trans women attempting to survive in a world ravaged by a plague which transforms anyone with enough testosterone in their system into a shrieking monstrosity. They find themselves at war with TERFs, the derogatory acronym, or so-called trans exclusionary radical feminists, including the Knights of JK Rowling. It's just crazy to me that there are books out there that have this material in them, and in this person's eyes, all men are evil because of them having too much testosterone, and they end up turned into some sort of monster because of it. Gretchen here just hates men, and then of course having to always implement Rowling in some sort of way with TERFs that are the Knights of JK Rowling. It just further proves that Rowling is living rent-free in these people's minds. And it just gets crazier to Gretchen even going to the point of accusing and assuming that Rowling had a part or influence of a murder of a transgender teenager, as it says this. Earlier, Felker Martin had condemned the murder of a British transgender teenager, Brianna Gay, 16, implying that Rowling and others had stoked the violence that led to the killing, the Daily Mail reported. Without having any evidence that Rowling was involved with this case, to even having two 15-year-olds being arrested that may be involved with the situation. But yet, these people always find a way to put the blame on Rowling and try to ruin her livelihood and career, which just keeps backfiring on them, and we continue to see success that Rowling keeps getting. I'd like to know your guys' thoughts in the comments. Don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, share. I'll catch you all on the next one. Bye-bye.